Oh no, I mean like why offlaners
Oh, why offlaner?
don't.
I think normally it's like they're just playing their own game a lot of the time, at least traditionally.
They're the lone wolves of Dota.
Yep. I mean, core players as a whole are often more focused on their game rather than the big picture. So it's often typically like the fives who are the captains, drafters, and at least in charge of like the early game strategy.
Yeah. I love Tusk in this game. Whenever you have long channeling base disable, Axe Taunt sort of functions this way. Same with Rasta. If you can snowball save and then counter initiate, especially with heroes like Jug, it's great.
Yeah. Definitely looks good.
Well, there's a big high damage nuke to dodge there with the Illuminate. I guess it gives them the catch as well. Is this going to be a support mag again, or do we expect the Tusk in that role?
Probably Tusk support, traditionally at least.
Radiant
But
team
Tusk, I mean, I feel like here or there I've seen played as a 3 position, but very much less so the case in the Magnus.
Oh, this is not fun for Jug. Pretty good Slark game thus far.
It's a
sure.
really good Slark.
Yeah.
This is the perfect pick, actually. You eat Mag, and you actually crush all these heroes. You disable Snowball now with your Pounce because of the leash mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool hero here. I think it's underpicked also. I love Slark. Nip played it earlier. They won with it. This is one of Skeeter's best heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
I really like this choice. In fact, so much so that I think they're just going to win. I'll just say it right now.
Bold claims.
Yeah.
Is it the Slark or is it NIP?
What was that?
Is it the Slark or is it NIP?
It's both, but I like the Slark.
Or is it the shoes?
Or the hats. Maybe they're wearing hats while they play Dota, Kyle.
It's possible.
You're still playing with the staff, by the way.
I had to put it down.
Your mom texted
Actually,
me.
can I have the staff? Because it fits with my costume.
Yeah, I think.
I'm.
You want to touch my staff, LD?
IPs turn to
You cleaned it,
battle.
right? I don't want a dirty
Yeah.
one. There we go. Now I'm. I would say.
Yeah, what are you now? What are you
I was
now?
gonna say Gandalf, but I wanted to start with a K, and I didn't know how to make that work.
Candoff?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Kyle the
Kyle the...
that's all that came to my mind. Like, I'm like, geez, I've been spending too much time in Twitch chat. That's all I had.
Watch yourself, Parker.
Remaining.
God.
Kyle the Contrarian.
There you go.
Kyle the Contrarian.
Also pretty apt, I would say,
I disagree.
historically. Kyle loves a good debate.
No, I don't.
And he loves to be
Radiant team pick.
arguing
This is
pointlessly.
really cool. It's like a magic 8-ball. Do you
Less
think,
Shrek.
in our lifetime, do you think we will ever have a base on another planet? Yes or no?
Base.
A base. Will we ever have someone living on another planet?
So our meaning like the three of us?
No.
Or...
No, other people, not us. You wouldn't actually want to like live on Mars.
No,
would you?
like what, our
I mean,
lifetime.
no, it's just not going to happen.
You don't think so?
Mars is. I think we're
5 seconds
going to maybe
remaining.
land on Mars not lifetime, but even that is potentially unlikely. I don't know, unlikely. I just remember I was at the NASA in Houston like a couple years ago, reading all about the Mars stuff.
The like jet propulsion lab.
No, this is the NASA.
Oh,
state.
okay.
There's one in Houston. There's one in Florida, and then there's one in Houston.
Gotcha.
But like Mars, I think we might land on in like the next like 20 to 50 years.
I think it could be a lot sooner if we, invested more in space.
Sure.
I think it's important.
Well, the actual travel time there is like just several years in itself. Like Mars is so much further away than the moon, which is why we're just sending robots and stuff there right now.
But why not just have a moon base first?
Well, that's on another planet. He's asked for another planet. The moon is not another planet.
It's true. Neither is Pluto.
So, is it
I
fair
was
to call it a
lied
planetoid? I think it's a planetoid,
I'm
right?
down with that.
Select your hero.
Would we have a base on the moon? I don't know. I guess that's a possibility. Leshek looks like he's been to the moon before.
Puck certainly has.
Yeah.
In fact, Puck comes from the moon according to the lore, which I would know.
Proof of extraterrestrials.
You didn't clean up your Skittle, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm smashing it into the ground. It's a surprise for Grant.
That's sticky surprise for Grant.
Geez.
Nice. All right.
All right.
All
Whose
heroes
draft do you like
selected.
better, Kyle? Is it Slark? Doesn't
Yeah, I
even
give-
matter anything that happens after the Slark pick?
I give a big lead to Nip. They don't really have the tools to deal with the Slark here. I think the team fight. For
You don't think the
NIP is
puck
better.
is enough?
10
Where's the
seconds
tower
remaining.
damage is my big concern.
Okay.
I also am just not a fan of Mag off lane.
5 seconds
We saw how his most effective role, the Empower bot. That's what the hero provides. I don't want it as my 3.
Yeah, you're spending much less time empowering Jug when you're played as a 3.
Yeah,
More time empowering yourself. Which,
RP means a lot more. It just doesn't feel good, especially when you're already going to have a tough lane against a Slark.
Yep. RP versus Slark is one of those heroes that can actually get out of the RP. So feels like a tough game to make this mag work, but we'll see. Kazu played very well yesterday on Axe and Leshrac. See if he can do the same stuff on Magnus.
They do have a good team fight. If they can get that puck initiation, like the follow-up is definitely there.
And Teamfight's always saying that Slark doesn't enjoy playing into that much.
Right.
Like you're trying to just like poke away at them, peel them off, and get them low, but you don't really want to play into this big 5-man team fight.
That said, we saw what happens when one carry is part countered by another, and Jug is not going to enjoy playing against Slark unless he's very far ahead.
It's true.
So,
all right.
With that,
let's get into the game. We can see Charlie's Juggernaut swirling around.
God, he looks
What
like a Diablo character.
He really does.
Jesus.
And so does
You can't even see his face. So
power.
So much unbridled green energy. Pure jealousy.
All right, so we're kind of favoring an IP.
Prepare for
Probably, on roster-wise, their team you'd expect to be stronger as well, but they are currently tied with GODSENT, so let's see who can come out on top.
Well, I tried.
All right, let's get into it. So we've got our puck mid, it looks like.
Yeah, Chessie Puck. Former Complexity teammate of yours, Kyle. Would you be happy to see him at the Major?
Puck has really fallen out of favor, right? I don't recall seeing many Puck picks.
No, he's not picked very much anymore.
I know when they introduced the talents, he was like all the rage for a while with the gold talent especially.
Yeah. Good old
What's the issue with Puck? Like, why don't people pick him more?
Kyle?
He just doesn't scale.
30 seconds to battle.
You have issues as well. Because with scaling, I think the change to how your talents are ordered is a problem too. You don't have as much. It was like 10 int, I think, at level 10 earlier.
Oh, so yeah, he would hit really hard.
It just Drow fell out of favor. That was like a primary reason Puck would be meta. And I think the itemization, if you think about it, these heroes with Atos are like that's now the new int item you want to buy. If not, maybe it's a drums. Heroes that rushed Blink traditionally are a bit weaker. Veil has been nerfed a couple patches in a row.
Gotcha. That was a very cogent response.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Well
God's, Parker's just like, I don't know whether to agree or disagree because none of this makes any sense to me because I don't play Dota anymore.
Damn, Kyle.
Damn.
I played Dota not that long ago.
When?
10 days ago?
I've
Been casting,
I played
Been getting ready
Dota
to cast.
yesterday.
There you go.
I'm a 7K support player. Thank you very much.
Waiting for Outlanders, Don't want to get ahead of the meta.
That's true. Are you really learning anything?
Oh,
If
Universe
it's all
missed,
going to change soon.
He missed the wave cut, so he's going to have to wait for the next one. Are they going to chase him down further?
Oh, they're hunting. No cutting for you, sir.
Kazu, meanwhile, messed up the wave a little bit, and Universe is going to have to preemptively TP back. I guess he's dragged the support super far away, but... Man, offlane meta is still, like...
So
I don't know.
clowny.
Yeah. They do all these changes, like, oh, you can't pull the first wave, and you can't do double stout shield anymore, but it's still like the same.
Yeah.
Let's
It's like
figure out the best way to abuse it.
It's like that line from Sparta, oh, the arrows will blot out the sun. We'll fight in the shade. Well, we can't pull the first wave, so we will pull the second. That's just how it goes.
How did
What is the connection there again?
that is a terrible metaphor.
What?
Does not apply
It's the exact
whatsoever.
same thing.
Okay.
All right.
So what are the arrows in this metaphor? What
Creeps.
creeps the arrows? So
Let's just move on with the
Okay.
broadcast, gentlemen. We've got so much to talk about right now. So many other things we could be exploring. You know what I actually miss? I miss tri-lanes.
yeah.
Like the tri-v tri. I know we see them like once in a blue moon, but usually they seem to go very poorly. You know, like I just love like that bloodbath.
Oh yes.
3v3 frag fest, and then like the 2 solo players just come in and kill everyone. You know, because they're like 5 levels higher. Those were some good times. You guys think Tri-Lanes will ever come back?
They are back. We've
they're-
seen them.
I mean, we see a tri-lane here from GODSENT, at least for now. I think it's like the full-on tri-lane every game is probably not going to maybe come back as much, but
Oh, mid lane. Gunner. He's in trouble.
if you were making a team today, Kyle, and had the option of picking up Gunner or Chessie, who would you choose?
Are you serious? Why
I'm
are you asking
genuinely
that kind of
curious.
question?
Why? Let's talk about the mid laners. Who do you think has the
Oh,
edge here?
this could be
Chessie's
a
looking good,
big
man.
kill.
There's your answer. Pick up Chessie.
Damn. This Puck is doing work.
Yeah, he is.
Is Puck supposed to win this hard?
I mean, Gunner just made egregious errors there. And I don't know why he wasn't using the courier. He had a salve there and a bunch of items and just didn't have
Yeah.
anything to actually fight
I
with.
wasn't trying to get you to flame with them, Kyle, because I legit think these mid laners, I would put them on a pretty similar level as far as like where they're at.
Oh.
Yeah, Gunner's a younger player, and like everyone always like wants to hype up the new young mids, but he hasn't, proven himself yet.
Sure. Not like Chessie has, at least.
He's a veteran,
That he is.
Yeah.
He's definitely played for a while. Bottom, though, Universe has been pulling this creep wave for a while, and he's being pursued by 2 supports that are level. This is not going to work for them
He's
at
a
all.
level 2 Tusk. He can level up Snowball for this.
Oh,
yeah,
doing
they've
some
got
good
this kill, right?
damage.
Snowball, there we go.
Not getting quite enough spins.
Well, it's also because he was tanking creep wave under tag team, which
Yeah.
is a lot of bonus damage.
While all this is going on, Skyder free farming away, and if Slark's a hero that's going to win the game, well, giving him free farm is definitely a good way to do so. Kezu heating up the jungle.
Yeah, already is the level 2 power and able to clear through these pretty quickly. So they're trying to solve this axe with the tri-lane, it seems like.
Yeah, it's
Pretty good adjustment so far. I mean, he's kind of playing on his own a fair amount of the time. But it does seem like the tag team is a good answer for him.
I mean, what Kezu's doing looks like, you're just jungling as in pubs, kind of play style you like to flame, but he's been left alone in a 1v2 lane. Like, this is all he can do. Ultimately, he's probably just said, look, go tri lane, shut down the axe, give Jug a good start, and I'll just jungle with Empower.
Oh, he's pretty much there with the axe. A bit behind in CS, but given the lack of help.
Bounty rune's coming up, and it looks like top will be secured by NIP. GODSENT will get bottom, 2 apiece. And Biver blocks. Oh, no, he didn't block the stack, so Kezu did end up getting that stack.
And mid is the big matchup disparity here. Chessie is very far ahead. 1,000 gold already on top of Gunner, who's got the Bassi.
Yeah.
He's level 5, sure. I mean, of all heroes that can be behind Leshrac as a mid hero, not bad. Very much an XP dependent core. As long as you're like level 9, you're good to go. But he's
Going for it with the roll in here from EGM. Follow-up orb coming through, and they do get the
I think
kill.
it too.
They might be able to
Puck
get
orbed away.
Biver. No. Looks like he'll be okay for now. But Chessie's... Oh, gets
in
caught
tower
under
range.
tower with the shackles. Is it enough, though? The Blinding Light push him in deeper. He actually allows him to
follow
escape.
charges.
Orbs up. Can go back in.
Oh, we can silence from there.
Biver very low.
Can he
I
hit
think
the
he's
orb?
going
Oh my
for
God.
this.
Oh.
Is he?
They
He's
see him.
got the angle. No, he's going for PPD
killed
instead.
Lich?
Just hoping he'll run into Biver. Don't
how
think he has
the-
vision there.
How did Lich die?
No clue.
Did he? Oh, he must have gotten hit by Illuminate under tower or something.
Yeah,
I
he
think he was tanking the tower to get that
died
frost
on, like
blast
on his
off.
side of the river. Yeah, that was maybe
The snipe.
creeps even. Who knows?
Thing is, up top, this is a Slark with like complete solo XP and free farm.
Yep.
He's rushing the Midas.
In a good Slark game.
A very good Slark game. I'm always afraid of heroes when I don't have a true counter to them. It's the same as like why you always see Voids picked and there's like an immediate Wyvern. It's because it has some sort of answer for all the timings. Whereas Slark, oh wait, okay, sorry, I did something to my sound and it disappeared. Now it's back. But yeah, Slark isn't countered here. You have no real hard disable for him.
Going right back in on this middle lane. Continue to try and feast on Gunner, and they will get the kill. PPD looking for the counterplay, but you're happy to make that trade.
Nah, they make it
And they
Biver.
might get more. Good juke.
It's a level 2 shaman.
Oh, he's
he
in
going?
deep. He's been trying to mess with this mag, and he's
Oh!
saying, "Oh, PPDs!"
Oh, and the
Ah!
Ancients!
Not gonna matter.
Got an orb. Wow, that was nice from Peter, though.
What a boss.
Still, though, this Slash is not feeling like a relevant hero right now. Just
Yeah.
investing in more and more stat items, trying anything to stay alive, but the burst is just outrageous.
That net worth difference. It's like there's 3 heroes with good farm and then Lash. Whew, big drop off. Both offlane is struggling as well, but that's partly because of these like kind of tri lanes.
Oh, Slark looks like did steal some of those stacks as PPD is going to tank an Omni. Kill number 50. Crack open the champagne.
Yeah, just coming in to mess with Kazu, trying to not let him get away with complete greedy jungle farming. It's like him and Universe are having a similar time. Universe contesting the lane more, but not much really.
And if they're
separating
having a
those two.
similar time, you're happier with the mag, right?
If you can't do the time, you shouldn't do the crime.
What's the crime here?
I think it's like
Not
pretty much
having
an
enough
even
help.
trade. I don't think either of those is like
Yeah.
happier because of this. I think you're unhappy because Slark's getting free farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Kyle said, like if you have this hero you can't deal with, like that's a problem. Not
Mm.
that it's not Kazu's fault. It's ultimately the laning setup and their heroes preventing them.
What will happen is Jug is going to hit that slightly better timing because he'll be farming faster.
He's got
But
some stacks,
by
too.
like 30 minutes, the Slark's Midas and just overall hero concept will start to close the gap, and then he becomes the true like most powerful hero in the late game.
The alpha carry.
Yes.
Apex predator.
Yes.
Boss. Killer.
There is a timing though. It feels like for GODSENT here, like when they get like maybe the 2 items on Jug.
Sorry, LD made a mistake live here in the studio.
That's not a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Dire's middle tower.
Let's see, Universe got some nice stacks going. He's going to have a doubled Ancients, now looking to try and recover. Pretty
Okay.
behind, though. This has not been a great game for our boy Uni.
Oh,
Wow.
this is bad.
That edict.
Charlie going down.
How did that happen?
Meanwhile, looks like there might be some action up
Just
top.
edict damage. I mean, he was trying to spin away and
Trying to go for a big fight here. And they do chase forward onto Skiter, but he will get away. So again, it's only the Shaman still chasing,
Whoa,
still
with
chasing.
EGM.
Chessie once more. Is there enough backup, though? He's already committed
Nice
his
job.
ultimate to try and get away, and the puck burst is too much for Slark at this stage.
Yeah, sick haste rune timing coming out. And if he goes for this rush blink, that's actually real nice in this kind of game. Look how squishy those supports are going to be.
Oh, the kills are stacking up now on both sides of the map.
ooh, doesn't hit the orb.
Yeah, this is one of those puck games where you really can like look to take over, just thanks to how good your start's been. A blink at 10 minutes or so? That's insane. Wait, did he finish something instead? He bought bots instead. All right.
Okay. I thought you were it was like, oh, where's Kyle? Is he about to flame or is he okay with it?
Is it Midas time next?
Thoughts minus the full Merlini
the
dose.
full Merlini.
No, we don't need that.
Well, bring the build back, then we can bring Ben back.
So I don't mind the bots. It's kind of like he can be anywhere on the map. He can still keep farming, but then also join any fighter gang.
In fairness, he's not had much trouble actually getting initiations off.
Oh, yeah.
So. But
Link
we'll see
is-
if that changes as the game moves along.
It is a lot of gold in this item that doesn't really increase your strength as a hero. It gives you just this global mobility and kind of increases your ability to farm efficiently.
Oh,
Oh, he died. That's why. Okay, EGM.
that was a
Oopsie-daisy.
big stack they were working on
Yeah.
there.
Yep. And it looks like
And
he just
PPD is
might just
in
leave.
position.
Oh, Charlie got scared.
Can
Going for this kill?
Omni Slash is available.
Yeah.
Jukes around the trees. They
It's
are going to have to
buying
bring
time.
in another hero, but this also will secure the Ancients. Sucks in the Jug, and that's the kill secured.
Yeah, you know, wait, but bought some extra time. Although also kills happening top. Chessie,
Yep.
his puck. That's the boots of travel right there. You know, this item might get you an extra kill or two and some extra farm because of being able to TP him
Yeah.
wherever.
And I like it. The blink is cool, but the problem with buying a blink that early on puck is that if you don't consistently find kills, like not die, just keep snowballing hard for the next 7 minutes or so, you're going to fall off. With bots, you have that same ability to play active, but it also increases your presence on map, thus you farm more and you continue to scale
Yeah.
better.
It's like you can farm or kill. Whereas Blink,
exactly.
it's like you can kill and you better kill or you've just wasted 2k
Yeah,
gold.
exactly.
But there is this Warrior Scudder is continuing to farm. Phase minus, about to hit level 10. He is getting scarier and scarier.
Well, despite the kill score, it is a very even game right now.
Yep.
Does feel like GODSENT have the more initiative with the puck. But as long as NIP can just keep this Slark farming, not give up too many towers, they'll be in good shape later on. And Jesse trying to change that, gets another coil, dodging the orb. Nicely done by Peter, but still probably going down here to the Blade Fury follow-up. Goes for the juke, and it's not going to matter. Another one for GODSENT. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lesh forced back off the tower. The ward's even committed for this. They're going to farm those up. Probably should get the deny.
Gotta go for it. Nice.
Big win for GODSENT.
Yep, found the wards, denied the tower. Still a tower down, but
Yeah.
yeah, gold denied.
I guess versus a mag, just getting the tower down is always a victory in some sense. Limit the farm, try and steal the stacks.
Yeah, being able to, we saw last game, you take that tower and you can suddenly invade Ancients a lot easier.
And give Slark more room to roam.
Yep. So, nice little baby step, but GODSENT are about to get pretty scary. When Jug gets, like, just Yasha Diffusal, Manta Diffusal with Empower. He's basically a 3-item Jug when he has 2 items because of Empower. And Mag's going to have a very early blink, Puck's going to blink. GODSENT are going to be way scary around this 15 to 20 minute stage.
Exactly. It's all about making sure that this Slark gets time to come online. He'll go drums. I like that decision after a Midas. Probably drums into Diffusal. That's when it starts to get spooky, because if he finds a support, they just go down. But for now, I gotta say, GODSENT is looking good. Chessie's had a hell of a game so far.
Yeah.
And he's looking to continue with it.
They're definitely in the driver's seat for now. There's still that pressure, though, to do something with it.
Yeah.
Well, and it is, I think, Kyle, you made a good point earlier. They're top lane. Looks like there's, a rare
That's
good
the boots
point.
travel.
Wow.
Oh, snowball forward, missing the orb, though.
Yeah.
Sahil
shit.
O'Neal putting on his juke pants, able to get away as Kyle almost destroyed our set. He was so excited that I said he actually made a good point.
Dropping your stuff.
No, my chair had fell off this thing. It has wheels
Blame
on
the
it.
chair. Here comes the team fight, though. Rolling forward, jumping
Wow.
deep. They want the Lesh, the silence, the
Oh,
kill,
and the +1.
perhaps the 3 for nothing special. But no, he's a little bit too far away, so they won't be able to get the kill. But they're not very fast at taking towers. They do have the healing ward to sustain. But, while this is going on, there's a counter push bottom. They're pushing out the lanes for an IP, so it's like 13 kills to 4. You'd think they'd have like 2 or 3 towers by now.
This has been such a great game from Chessie, and it's like making his team like that. That's why they're winning right now. Because right now, this game is hard for GODSENT to play. They're the ones that need to find kills, that need to control the map, and they're finding the opportunities mostly on the backs of this puck, and that's allowed the Jug to continue to skyrocket in net worth. But you just got to be careful, because they will run out of time at a point. Uni is closing in on his own blink. Mag's just finished his. I like to see them keep playing aggressive.
I mean, that's what it feels like. This game could very quickly turn from this 2K gold lead where these kills haven't led to a big farm lead, but into like a 5 to 10K gold lead with towers dropping, roast dropping, because they're doing all this without their key item timings. They're about to come up.
GODSENT to get down a more aggressive ward here in the dire jungle, and looks like NIP gonna kind of flip the map on them, start camping out in the Radiant side.
Yep. You want mid tower first, and that's what they're going to look to collapse on now. You can feel it.
But it's tough to do when PPD is just constantly trying to spam out these waves from crafty angles.
Yeah. It's many jungle, but Siege Creep there. Doesn't look like they want to keep it alive.
No blink on Universe. Biver is there with his wards, though. And I like that Chessie. This is the thing about this bots item. He's playing top now by himself. He can TP base. He'll still have bots to come into the fight. So you force a teleport towards top, but now you can collapse and be 5 mid if necessary. Instead of just clean up bottom wave. I like it.
Yep. And the bots is a very low cooldown compared to the TP scroll. So you're able to just be anywhere on the map, even TP to a lane, TP home, and then have your bots basically up in 30 seconds again.
They are going to finally take that tower down. Charlie spinning right as they went for the Hex Shackle combo. So that opens up the map. They're going to smoke.
Smoked under a ward.
Ooh, just in range it looks like.
No, the NMP is obviously good. They know that, but I don't think they're going to be able to make anything out of it. They're just not ready to fight at all.
Might still get a catch here, though. Puck's in the area. Smoke broke, but...
It's so scary to fight. If you go and Puck, there's a blink RP. If you cluster up, you're just going to get destroyed.
So they're going to split push. They have one bottom pushing that lane in.
Gunner.
Another top.
This is
But
such a
this
good
leaves the
spot for
rest of the
Godsent.
team exposed as Gunner's going to tank the Omni Slash and get bursted real quick. And now the turnaround perhaps as Universe goes for the blink call. Where's the backup though? They need the Slark to start getting some swipes, and he will. Out comes the Chain Frost. Runs away, but the RP is there to greet him. Big combo. Do they have to follow up? Chasing them down. They get the kill on Gunner as well. Charlie's streak is ended, though. They lose the Juggernaut. Kezu backing off, trying to retreat, and the chop ends him, too. Make it 3. Slark living through it all.
Wow.
And now the Diffusal Blade, you mentioned, it's basically here. Tethering up that Tusk, trying to finish him off. A triple for Universe.
Wow, that is an
Huge
insane
fight.
fight. They should not have gotten such a good engagement. As you said, Park, at the start, that was perfect. GODSENT effectively had vision and 5 heroes surrounding the Leshrac, forced the buyback to get the RP. I think the Jug TPing, he wasted a lot of damage opportunity during that RP, and then ends up dying to the taunt. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
And that's a lot of space. You said that seriously at the time, didn't you? That was like your real wow.
It was 2012, man.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's literally been 7.5 years.
My God. Really?
Yes.
Yeah, no need for the call out, Kyle.
Do you ever think to yourself, like, damn, I'm old, where did all the time go? Or is that just me?
All the time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And then you realize there's other people who are even older.
Yeah. Thank
Think how
goodness.
much time is ahead of you.
Yeah.
Or could be ahead of you.
Yeah, we could have a
Whoa.
base on Mars by the time you're really old.
Here we go.
What is old anyway?
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Are we talking geological timescales here? Cosmic timescales?
All I know is
Ant timescales?
my mom said that given enough time, carbon becomes a diamond. And I've been waiting almost 28 years.
You're still not a diamond?
And I still don't spark.
You'll get there.
You do on the inside, Kyle.
Oh, thanks. Why are your fingers crossed?
I'm just fidgeting. Nothing.
So, Slark is farming. Jug is farming. Puck has had a great start, but they just lost a pretty important fight.
I think they were just a little ahead of themselves there. You know, like that's the kind of play you make when you have Aegis or your Jug has this Manta style. Like he only had Diffusal Yasha. He's not that tanky. It was a little too gung-ho playing behind the tower when, hey, this hero has buyback.
How much pressure should they be feeling now? We're like about to 20 minutes. It's still pretty early in the game. Like, do they need to take those tier 2s and win some fights right now? Seems they feel that way.
Yeah, you want to make plays around these bounty runes and objectives.
Oh, Universe, nice job scouting out this gank. However, a good Ice Shards, but they don't really want to jump on him. Instead, the Blink skewer back, and they will secure the PPD kill. Instant buyback wants to turn this fight around. There is a shrine nearby, so in they go. Skyder on the run, chasing them down. Does catch out the Lich here, who tries to counter him, but the Chain Frost is very ineffective. Now he's done for. More Agi stacking up, pouncing in again. Leaping forward and looking for more. Kezu waiting. Has the RP. But can they really find the combo? Omni Slash?
This is
Still
where
available.
it feels like there's that puck fall-off where he's got all
Yeah.
this farm. I mean, could have gone maybe the Dagon build earlier to give him some more damage. I don't think that's really the problem. It's more just like this is the nature of puck.
Yeah, because all of your damage is from your spells. So all the items, Blink, Bots, Yules, none of these items actually make his hero any stronger. It's just easier for him to get those spells off multiple times in a fight. But to your point, eventually you'd rather have Lesh, even if he's got like 5k less net worth than a Puck, just because the damage output's so much higher.
This is a very poor Lesh, but the hero has definitely looked scarier. It was a very well-positioned and played fight by NIP. They didn't commit too hard on that bounty rune, and it was just a Coddle who ended up getting caught out.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the Lesh is more bait than anything else, you know, to like try and get them to group up so that Axe can come in, hit a call, the Illuminate, and the Ignis kind of lock things down for the Slark rather than, you know, an actual carry.
The vision game from NIP has been really good. Like, they scouted out a smoke earlier. They just saw like 3 or 4 heroes walk by this ward. They have a very good understanding of, you know, where the action's taking place around these key parts of the map. Like, that help, you know, there's going to be this big bounty rune fight, and they see most of the GODSENT heroes.
Still trying to make plays here up top. Still that RP available. Omni also ready. But NIP don't really have to play that game if they don't want to. They can just push the lanes out, let the Slark go farm, stall. Stall.
Yeah. PPD's gotten a decent amount of farm this game just because he has been that lane pusher. Where it feels like GODSENT is kind of playing with almost 2 5 positions.
Here comes Universe.
There's a sentry.
Oh, this is an opportunity here, perhaps. Gets the call. Can they bring the
he
jug
quickly
down,
was done.
though? No, he's alive for the time being. They pull him back in with the Ignis into the blast, and down he'll go. Now EGM dead, and 3 have fallen. An absolute catastrophe. As Skyder will clean up a 4th. He gets the triple of all things. The lone survivor, the puck.
Kezu just blinked into a stun, and was it, I guess, the Will-O-Wisp that he
They
blinked
didn't
into?
get anything off that fight. No RP,
Yeah.
no Omni, nothing from the puck, who I don't think was even there.
Well, that is
That's a Roche.
not good.
That's
Yeah,
an
this-
Aegis for Slark.
This Slark is
He's
getting
got
pretty out of
another
control.
item coming, or did he just have something to
I
deliver?
assume he's got something. He's
Oh,
got BKB. There we
jeez,
go.
completed BKB.
What can they do about this?
You gotta fight. You
Orbs
got
on
4
cooldown
seconds.
now.
The RP
Gunner's
is
low.
active.
They have to go for this. Can Chessie get the Aegis steal? They're going to try. Blinking
Oh!
in, gets the
Oh!
silence. Aegis
got it.
goes
Got
to
it.
Gunner. He
He
manages
needed
to
it too.
snag it. Crucial play, and now they may lose some heroes. Chessie orbing out. PPD looking to run him down. Looks like the puck probably gets away. Not so lucky, though, is EGM.
They got Slark, though.
And they got the Slark in that.
Oh, a second
And
death,
no,
yeah.
and they denied him the Aegis. That's huge.
Chessie. Oh, look at the happy feet. Juking it out. Peter?
Oh,
Peter.
no,
Hey!
Why are you going for the cliff?
He's not on EG anymore. That won't work.
Oh,
That's
man.
rough, man. But I mean, that's basically like 2 kills on the Slark, right? You get the kill, you force them to put the Aegis on someone else.
Yeah.
So he's not going to have it for the next fight. Still, he just got a triple kill. He's got a BKB now, so that's probably not happening again unless he makes a big mistake.
Yeah, they at least get something out of the fact that they lost Roshan, the Slark kill and the Aegis kill, but it's still, the game state doesn't feel too good for GODSENT.
Right, like even is bad, basically, is
Yeah.
how it feels right now.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, it's just the Slark. This is how these drafts work. I mean, he has a BKB. Had he had one in the pit there, would have probably survived. And I don't care about this puck's net worth, unfortunately, because it's a puck. And the Dagon's nice, but he's going to have to find... It's just so much harder when you have to be the ones finding kills first in every fight. Puck has to kill a support before a spell.
Scanning.
Oh, Gunner. Available in the middle lane. Perhaps they can pick him up, but there's the Yules. Look for the turnaround. Coming in is Universe. He's got the blink call ready in a second. I believe they aren't going to commit just yet. Slark with the chase forward. Got the Tusk. Can they disengage cleanly from here?
He knows there's a ward. He's going to be pinging it. Yep, they found
They'd
it.
force some TPs, force the BKB, lose a Tusk. Not too awful for Gunner.
But they got all the bounties. Really well done by Chessie. Immediately beeline towards bottom. Going to pick up all 4.
MVP. Jeez.
One player getting all 4 hours.
He's trying his hardest, guys. 14
Yeah,
out of
he
19
is.
kills.
Team, please. Please.
Well, we'll see if this puck can do some more things for them.
Some more things.
Some more things.
Really well put.
I'm eloquent. I'm a caster. Just trying to help LDI. He's trying to get in the next NA lobby, you know. Make sure we make our games.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're making sure we're ready for our next game. It's like chess, you know. We're got to be multiple moves ahead here.
Of course.
Keep on bringing you beautiful people. Some beautiful Dota. This is where you fill and cast Kyle
right.
while I'm
Sorry.
trying to join
all
the
right,
lobby.
guys. All right, hang on. All right, I'll be the play-by-play. His Zibe escapes towards the shrine. Might use it. No, he's got the triangles. He'll be just fine. Moving up. Let's check out these dire wards. There's a triumvirate of vision around the top radiant jungle. Parker. Parker, mid lane.
He's trying to get me the pass.
Oh.
I'm getting Blaze. Blaze is on it, you know.
All right, hang on. We might have an
Do
engagement
your
breaking
job.
out middle.
I'm back to observing.
All right, might have an engagement breaking out middle. Charlie's moving forward. Does have the Empower active, but it looks like Gunnar will just push the lane and retreat to the safety of his side of the river. Slark, though, Skeeter now with level 20. He's got that Dark Pack damage talent. Looking to get aggressive, or at the very least find wards. Going to continue to aggressively roam inside the Radiant Woods as GODSENT collect themselves towards this top part of the map. Not much happening here. LD not talking. The team's not playing Dota out of respect.
I am in the lobby. Okay.
So now you're... Oh, sorry.
So I'm back.
All right, it's yours.
That was good, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Well done.
Yeah, it's really
Appreciate it.
hard to talk
Whoa.
about nothing.
So yeah, I
What
mean,
are you, Sanjin Yasha
On who?
on Jug? The 27-minute SMY?
That's a
I
late,
don't know
late
about that.
pickup.
Yeah, he had the casual Yasha. I guess he just didn't want Manta?
Mr.
There is a lot of AoE,
What?
I guess,
I mean,
but it's
Manta's-
still got the, you know,
Manta's still Manta.
so it's still Manta. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's still a pretty useful,
Dyer's top tower
particularly when you have the
is under
diffusal
attack.
synergy. Not fully sure. Maybe, I guess he wants to status resist would be my first thought.
Oh,
but
really?
It's still only 16%, like against like some of the disables and stuns of like Shadow Shaman, but
Dyer's
Feels like if you want that, there's other options.
oh yeah, I'm not buying this personally, but Charlie's obviously 10 times better Dota player than I am, so give him the benefit of the doubt. He knows what he's doing. I don't.
Does preserve your inventory slots if you don't value the Manta. So. Tower trades happening, mid-tier 2 going down, NIP claiming that. Really a very even game on paper, but it does feel like strategically it's an uphill battle dealing with this Slark, despite being down on net worth compared to the Jug. He just seems to do a lot more with it.
Still playing late game Dota versus Magnus. It's one of those like anything can happen.
Right.
One good RP can
Combo it with like the coil, the snowball, like they've got the chain frost.
It
Maybe
just-
Slark lives, but you could really slaughter the other 4.
The problem is that, like, look at the map control right now. You've got a gem on Chessie because you need one. Otherwise, you lose all map control. Because Slark doesn't just out-scale in the sense that his hero gets better, but the value of him finding wards as the game slows down also increases exponentially. So suddenly, you have total domination in any area of the map you're able to play for a couple of minutes, and it's exactly what we see NIP do now as they smoke across the other side.
I have seen GODSENT who just dewarded their cliff ward, but I don't imagine NIP will be wanting to run up high ground. That is one of the big no-nos of Dota typically.
Both teams dancing around a crucial game here for NIP and GODSENT.
Yep.
Let's see what they do next. Just camping out in the Radiant jungle, Radiant mirroring them heading north. All waiting on the Roche respawn right now, but that's still a little ways off. Bounties will come out. EGM quick to grab 2.
Yeah.
Looks like Gunnar will get the others.
It's Bounty Runes and Roshan. That's where action typically will happen, although NIP, they're also feeling a little bit scared themselves because they didn't even try and contest Bounty Runes. But they will find a pick.
Oh, this is a big catch out here. Kezu down for the count. Doesn't have buyback. It's only 50 seconds
have it.
with no Roche up at the moment. So they smoke, though. They look to take advantage of this. Going to head straight south. PPD hanging out.
Oh, I think Puck maybe knows he's around. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse's hunting. Gets that. Sentry has a gem now.
Here comes Uni, though.
I don't know if we mentioned that earlier. Good call to start things off. Can
They call Jug too.
Can they finish off the Lich in time? They get the Hex as well. Snowball
save.
there with the save. But can they take this fight? The wards drop. That's a lot of damage if they're going to stay under it. Jug retreating. And Slark just hanging on the outskirts
bought
of this
back.
fight. They double bought back. Looks like
the
Mag
coil?
just got the money for it. The coil's pretty good.
Oh.
Is the follow-up there, though? The Omni Slash coming through. It's just a Shaman down and a heavy commitment. They do hold on to the RP and the Chain Frost. So, hey,
Double buyback, though.
they use 2 buybacks. They get a support kill. Not
Yeah.
great.
This butterfly timing on the Jug is going to be big because Slark isn't aware of it coming out just yet, and he's got Satanic queued up. If he doesn't buy an MKB, Charlie's going to be a dominant force in pretty much every team fight. They got to be a bit better with their target selection, though. They got to try and find a core. Really just gun for the Lesh every game. Every fight, that is.
I mean, do you still think the Slark is going to take this if we head towards like the late game with how they have the mag, they have the puck level 25 on the horizon. Like, does that change the equation, or is it still just Slark is king and you'd better outplay them?
It's just so hard to outplay them when you have no vision. That's the main thing.
He's going to be always very difficult to kill just because of their lineup, but there is a point where like they can, like Slark is not this super hyper carry that just insta wins late game.
That is true.
So if you can just kite him and ignore him and kill his teammates, like at some point, like, you know, they can beat Slark late game. Jug is, going to have this butterfly now, and that's a scary proposition for Slark.
It does feel like the Lesh is a pretty big non-factor, you know, compared to the puck. And, you know, Maggie's behind the axe, but like if he hits a good RP, that's going to change a fight. So
yeah, and that's feeling like a bit of a big if because NIP have played so well and positioned around Magnus, or when they do see him, they jump him and blow him up.
So as you said, it really comes down to the vision game, and that's where the puck gem is very nice.
Roche's respawn, both teams kind of playing around that area of the map as much as possible. NIP smoking, trying to get vision around this high ground that can be so important.
Ah, the delicate dance for Roche positioning.
No, Courier is not going to get...
Uh-oh. This is like the worst possible here to get caught out now.
He doesn't
He will blink,
he's fine.
call, but Snowball to the rescue. EGM with the save. They drop the Ignis on top of this. He's going to immediately Blade Fury and try to turn back towards Biver. They've committed the wards. Everything's going out now with the Yule Scepter coming through. The stun to follow up. And Universe getting a kill on the backside of this fight. In the meanwhile, Omni Slash, though, will end this Lesh. And on the run is PPD. It looks like Slark's still healthy. Was fighting on the outskirts of that fight. Supports dropping and a Lesh, but that'll be the end of it.
Yeah, the supports died to the Slark up top. Meanwhile, Jug...
RP not used again. They just cannot find RP opportunities.
This is looking good, though. GODSENT continuing to stay in at the very least.
That was the butterfly timing.
Yeah,
they had
exactly.
no way of dealing with it, really. Jug gets caught out. Luckily has the Tusk kind of behind him and just can survive through the damage because he would have had no buyback there.
It's so much damage and it's so much survivability. Especially against a hero like Slark, who's kind of starting to snowball off of his successive hits.
He just sold his satanic pieces.
Yep, for MKB.
Wait,
really?
What did he have already?
He had everything except the Reaver.
The Reaver?
Yeah.
And he just sold them, okay.
That's like 1,000 gold or something he's going to lose.
But you have to. Like,
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
The MKB is that important.
Yeah.
No. He's probably just thinking the fact that he didn't complete buying the satanic because he actually had the money to buy the full satanic.
Well, he's basically got the full MKB now, so that's good. Needs to
got the money for it. Just wants that buyback as well. I mean, with Roche up, this is where you really want as many heroes as possible having buyback. Jug's a little bit short, but pretty much everyone's like, play around Roshan, don't give them Roche, and just make sure you try and farm your buyback. Keep lanes pushed out right now. Very tense times.
Well, this is another way to try and initiate with the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, there's no gem on the Dire side.
Oh, Hex, but this time it's different if they go on Charlie. Backup is really right there, and I mean, that's been so huge. We didn't talk all that much about it going in, but these snowball saves have... I mean, otherwise Charlie's dead in that fight. Looked like no buyback, and, you know, it's probably Roche for an IP. Several times now EGM's been able to bail him out.
That was a big part. When you see them, pick the axe into your mag Jug, you want to have a save against it, and that's where this Tusk came into play.
GODSENT are going to risk it, and they are quick. This Roshan's dropping. NIP not even remotely in the neighborhood. They're just going to steal it. Out from under their noses. It looks like Universe is headed back that way, but I don't think he'll get here in time. He's only at the mid ramp where the Tier 1 one stood, and he just doesn't want to make a move. It's too late. MKB done just in time to see Charlie collecting the Aegis.
4 wards around that pit. They felt like they had great map control, and most importantly, they saw Skitter bottom.
Yep.
He's showing on the map.
I love this pickup by Chessie upcoming, going for the E-Blade. Not just because of the Dagon 5, which holy shit, he has a Dagon 5, and the Spell Amp talent, but it can also be used defensively in the event someone gets picked on by Slark.
This is before he gets the 420 gold talent if he
Yeah,
actually
right?
goes
Do
for
you
it.
even
I don't
wanna
even know
get
if
it?
you
Yeah.
bother at this point.
It's like you're 6 slotted. Is 420 GPM when you're 6 slotted really the play?
Yeah, I guess
mean-
you'll always have buyback, you know?
Dreamcore Rapid Fire is pretty bad when you don't have any damage.
Yeah, he could go back into like a right-clicker build, though, I suppose.
I think
We'll see what
I think the
goes.
Dreamcoil Rapid Fire is just sick, though, isn't it?
Is it?
It is like if you have right-click
Dude,
items, right?
it's you ever watch? You know that scene in The Matrix where they're breaking into the building to save Lawrence Fishburne, and they have to like run through the lobby on the walls, and they're like doing somersaults and
Yeah.
shooting and stuff. That's Dream Coil Rapid Fire. How are you telling me that that's?
So
not
you're saying
good?
it's flashy but not
Yeah,
actually
it's-
effective.
They killed everyone. They
But
got all
but
the
it's
enemies.
a movie. It's not real.
Neither is this. It's a video game.
Hey, this is real money at stake, okay? And
No,
real,
there's
real
no mon-
DPC
There's no
points.
money at stake at all.
There indirectly there is.
How so?
Because if you do well here, you go to the major and you can win money there. And then if you do well at the major, you can go to TI and win more money there. And DPC points.
That's true.
GPM.
Just as a heads up, guys, we are going to be... we'll probably watch the rest of this game, I'm imagining. But after that, we have EG versus J-Storm starting.
Cool.
Yep.
Just entering the draft now, so we'll hop over to that. And I think Game 2 for this is going to be on BTS 5.
Okay.
We've got 7 streams live, or we did. Might not be anymore. Lots of Dota 2 here.
I don't even think you can squad stream 7 streams. I think 4 is like the max.
We've broken Twitch.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens now. Charlie almost got the Satanic gold. This Blade Fury scouting up the hill.
Skitter's just doing whatever he can to avoid. He's got the MKB now, so there is that threat at least.
Oh, Arcane Rune for Chessie.
Yeah, he's happy. I mean, you can always pull moonshards and things as Puck this game. You got the Ags that you can buy as well, which costs a lot of money for your 7th item slot.
Well, Jug is a siege engine now. I mean, we talked about them not being the best pushing lineup, 5 minutes in, but this guy hits like a truck now. They really don't want to overcommit on him. But they might not have a choice. They are going to blind him up, hex him, allow Skitter to hit him a few times, then they blink call, try to drag him back deeper, but the snowball save again there from EGM to protect his carry. He may be in too far, though. He's going to sacrifice his life, and with that, the push is over.
Yeah. It's such a tricky push because when Charlie goes high ground to hit, they're just going to call him, and Slark is going to steal free stacks.
Yep.
And you kind of just have to let him. If you go in as EGM there,
Hold up.
it's not going to end well for you.
Are they going to try and fight this from the high ground? This is real risky.
Skitter?
Slug knows.
Skitter.
Yeah, he has
knows.
an idea.
Skitter. No, they've got sentries everywhere. They know about the Shadow Blade. It's going to have to be a blink initiation, and they will retreat for now.
The ping's
Still
going
being
out.
pinged, yeah. Chessie doesn't even want to take out this sentry. They'll reveal themselves now and get out.
You can really feel the tension.
Yeah, we haven't had a team fight in a
Closest
long
game we've
time.
had today for sure.
Yeah, well, there's a lot more on the line.
And yeah, it's down the stretch now.
Mm-hmm.
After Alliance thrashed NIP, they cannot afford to drop games here. All hangs in the balance.
No one's in the trees here.
Smoke.
Oh, this could be it. This is that one of those fights for all the marbles.
1 minute left on Aegis, so...
Look at the wards radiant of place. You got to be real cautious here.
I don't think they...
Oh, Skitter knows he was spotted, though. Or should.
Can they actually force a fight? If NIP just wants to play keep away,
Double damage.
they're
too.
so good at split pushing. But they might
Charlie
get close
saw
to
him.
the Slark.
PPD doesn't have any real way to save
Charlie,
himself.
oh, he's going to find PPD. Goes in with the Blade Fury. Just needs a couple of auto
Universe?
attacks here to get the
Oh,
kill. The
oh,
skewer.
oh.
The
He's
RP
playing
does
for
catch
cooldown.
him on the comeback, but it's only the axe. The Omni coming
Oh,
through, though.
Skeeter?
Critting through them. Doing so much
I think it
damage
was cleave damage.
with the cleave, but Skitter is
power.
going to survive. He's healing back up. Not dead just yet, but can they actually fight the Ignis?
Jesse's blinked in.
Deployed. It's all retreat mode here for NIP.
Jesse,
Buyback
let's
on
go.
the axe. They're going back in. They're looking for more. The puck stays alive for now. Dancing away. The Frost Blast not quite enough. Peter able to survive. Gem hits the deck. Puck is down. Out for 100. Now the Aegis pop. Do they have the backup? There's nothing to really turn this around as they call him. They go for the snowball, but it's probably only delaying the inevitable here. Now tries to walk away.
He might be okay
But
here.
can he?
Puck's back.
With the puck's return, perhaps things will change. They put the Frost Shield on him,
Whoa!
discouraging the aggression. Axe blinking in, gets
Great
Yulesed up into the air.
They passed the cheese.
Jug staying alive for now and chasing back on the Universe. So a very back and forth fight. Still NIP
Tough
pursuit.
back.
Still they want more. They're going to commit
That's
here
all-
for
you can't
Charlie.
blame me.
Can't get in range
That was like...
and will make it out.
I think it was a Lich, like, Frost Armor proc that stopped his blink there.
Yeah.
Dicey fights
Dude,
here.
oh, that's one of those situations. Both carries saved so much gold. Jug has 7.5k. He could have had a full item before that fight.
Slark almost has a Satanic if he wants
Yeah.
it.
He could have, but he also didn't have the item slots for it. Like, that's, like, with Aegis initially and then Cheese. But yeah, I mean, he could have popped in after the Aegis for sure. Very tense times. And neither team really walks away with a big edge. No, I mean, some buybacks used, but no key buybacks. I guess Leshrac the big one. Well, Leshrac and Axe, so slight edge for GODSENT as far as the buybacks go.
Chessie also did go for the 420 GPM.
Oh, Skitter almost gets full to 0.
Jesus.
And
he's
gonna
turn this around now.
Oh
he
my.
just smacks
That's
down
a dieback.
EGM. There's no Tusk, and they've been relying on that save. NIP storming down mid.
That's how they stop Axe from killing people in Blade Mail. Like that, he's the one who protects the Jug from the Axe Blade Mail call.
No Shaman wards right now.
I don't
No
think they can really just go.
catapults.
Oh, maybe they can. That Essence Shift. That's why NIP wanted to charge forward and use
hitting
Skitter.
for 300, like 60 plus a pop.
And that's also why they wanted to try and blow him up there, because you need to take that Essence Shift away or just avoid fighting for like the next 60 seconds or so. Oh, he's got that Essence Shift duration. Oh, man.
And it's daytime now with the Coddle.
Yep.
That new Ags, well, old Ags, but new, so he gets the clear vision. And the the Q heals, of course. You have double methods of securing map control. Wait, it doesn't
You don't
give clear
get
vision
the-
anymore?
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Someone told me that it did.
That was just yourself, Kyle.
Oh.
I don't know.
Talking to myself.
Upgrades Illuminate. Allows Illuminate to heal allies
Yeah,
during
I
the day
read
for
the
same amount as
tooltip.
its
I
damage values
thought
and cause
that it was
Illuminate
still.
to not require. Yeah, no more day vision. Lesh 25. A lot of damage from that Edict now. If you ever win a fight, buildings will just melt in no time at all.
It's still so scary to push into this lineup with their ults up.
Oh, yeah.
All 5 alive. No buyback here on the Puck, the Lesh, or the Coddle as far as... Oh, and it looks like the Tusk too.
Kazu needs a big RP in some of these upcoming fights.
We've been waiting for it. You know, he went for the Blink Skewer and then ended up RPing only the Axe when they were diving towards the Tier 3 top, and it's just not a good enough initiation.
Top tower is under attack.
That felt like one of those RPs that's okay if they disengage afterwards, because he's struggling so hard to find RPs that just killing a core is not, I mean, it's better than what we've seen other fights.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very hard game to get good RPs
And
off
IP
playing.
are just not giving up those freebies.
Yeah.
That's a typical of Peter
Oh,
teams.
here
though.
comes Skyder up to the high ground, Snowball revving up, and
Yeah.
they are going to roll out of the Ignis, but EGM getting sucked back in for the time being.
Puck's in trouble? Aeon
Could
Disc?
be for now as they try to lock him down. RP
Oh my
coming through. It's actually a pretty good
Oh
one with the
my.
Omni Slash. They end up getting 2. Slark is dead. So is Lesh, and Lesh has no buyback. Could this be the fight that sends GODSENT to a 1-0 lead? They're going to stop this TP out. They should be able to beat down the Coddle, and Heroes reinforcements are arriving. So that's 2 dead for 100 seconds. If you just go straight down a lane, can they take racks? Looks like they're shrining up.
Man,
Trying
shots
to get back in
Kazu.
the fight.
Had a really rough game so far, but that was a huge RP. They got both cores into an immediate full channel Omni Slash. Like that's the dream. 2 heroes die immediately.
It only takes 1, and that's, you know, that's the danger when you're playing against a Mag who has items, even if they're not a lot.
Slark just has to buy back here, right? They could just go throne almost.
Let's see how far did GODSENT push it. If they don't see the buyback, they'll likely keep on going, but they aren't trying to throw it right away. They're going to start here with the melee racks.
They're waiting to see what GODSENT do. They're
They're
willing
gonna
to
head
give
top
up 4
right
racks.
away.
It looks like they just want to give up 4 racks and not buy back Slark. That's
I think they might give up 6.
there's
There's
there's outer
Oh,
towers.
there's
so yeah,
outer
we're good.
towers. You're right. Yeah.
But if GODSENT had gone for the tier 4s and throne, then Slark would have had to buy back, but they would have looked for like a blink call set up before they do that. Instead, GODSENT, you know, they go for the safe option, get 4 racks, get shrines, get next Roche, and then play off of this big advantage.
I don't know if I'm a fan of it though.
Yeah, I mean,
I
they
think
had
you
so
get
much time.
more.
Yeah.
You
And
know-
they know Lesh has no buyback,
Yeah.
and same for Coddle. I mean, you almost assume Slark has buyback, though.
Actually, never mind. I mean, Roche is up, so if they get Roche too, then this is definitely the correct play.
And they are
This
moving
is
there now.
Roche 3-2, so
Yeah.
the Ag's
Got
blessing.
the Aghanim's blessing.
Who's getting that?
Jug.
Yeah. It's more, yeah.
Puck can buy one himself pretty soon.
And he had it queued up, so.
What did he went for the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went
No
for
rapid
gold.
fire.
think just give it to Jug for that extra Omni Slash.
Lowers the cooldown too, which is really nice. Halves the cooldown at that.
Oh, that's big.
There we go.
Ags is still on the ground.
No, he got it. He
Okay,
went back
good.
for
Okay,
it.
good.
So, yeah. Jug with Aegis. Cheese on Magnus. And game gets very difficult for an IP now. They did hold Slark buyback, so that's, you know, you've got to find a way to kind of use this. Obviously, you don't want your Slark to die, but to win a team fight, you may have to use 2 lives on him.
It's a hell of a game so far.
Yeah, these teams are definitely going blow for blow so far.
That's
Can
what I
they-
just said.
I'm transitioning.
Oh,
Kyle.
sorry. I'm not a professional.
Oh boy.
I love this part of the game. Your Congo line bottom. It's like, all right, guys, we did it. We did everything right. We got the Rex. We got the Roche. We got the cheese. Now, Congo line towards the enemy base, and just don't throw. I like it.
No one has ever done that! No one has ever done that in the history of Dota!
Is under attack.
Still have tier 1s to take. That. Oh, there's the glyph. We get a free one. We'll delay him an extra 5 seconds.
We'll take every bit they can get. They're still hanging out towards top, though. But
Axe's
that,
buyback.
that push is coming.
Yeah, so Axe and Leshrac buybacks are the big ones. Lesh doesn't actually have it because of the money
Dyer's bottom tower is
situation,
under
though.
attack.
A little bit surprising, but also just hasn't been able to find any farm recently.
Puck buyback is about to be up. Mag's just a little short. But otherwise, they're pretty much at full capacity here on the Radiant.
Yeah. I think the key thing to learn from that last time they tried to push high ground is if like Axe does get the call on Charlie, don't just snowball save him because you're probably suiciding if you're EGM going for a snowball.
Well,
Like if he's sieging, that is, like in a team fight, sure.
Sure. Yeah, with the Aegis, there's no need to. You know, you'll have an opportunity to turn it around.
Has fallen.
Danger is also just, you don't want to fight if you give Slark a bunch of free stacks, and that's why pushing high ground is so difficult. Because Slark is just going to peel away at your stats.
But it's just Jug who can hit the towers. They don't have any... I guess
Yeah.
Puck's auto attacks are like piddling,
No,
you know.
it really is not the easiest, but we'll see him poke away at it and just kind of test the defense a bit.
Let's see if that blink call is going to drag him back too
Yeah.
far.
Slark needs to be here getting those free stacks, though. You can't just let him do it again.
They're going to go for the blink call, but the Yule Scepter now throwing that axe back up in the air as Skitter's forced to leap away. Didn't get all that much
Yeah, that was nice.
in the way of auto attacks off. The
None.
tower's pretty low. Another call coming through. There's the Hex. This time the Snowball will roll, and they charge forward onto Skitter. He's going to Blade Fury, go back for that tier 3. Focus from Charlie, and now the RP coming through. That's not
Miss
good.
Skinner.
It's going to be hard from here. Can they still take the fight? The Ignis dropped on top of 2. Omni Slash flying out. He is doing heavy damage here, but
With the axe.
not getting kills yet. And now they can gang up on him. Charlie, where's the backup? Do they have anything for him? No buyback on the Magnus either. And
God.
the Slark is just
So
starting
bad
to
if he dies
manhandle him.
even
They're
once.
churning through him, snowballing forward again, trying to keep him away from the Slark, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough as he continues to give
Stolen so
away
many stats.
Agi after Agi stack. They have brought the Slark low, though. Can they nuke him down?
He's got Satanic in 2.
Oh, is he going to get the burst damage in
He
time?
needs
He's
to get the
soloed!
Satanic.
He's soloed! They can't finish him! Full HP, and from here on out, Jug is done for.
Holy
Chopped
shit.
up. It was so
48
close.
stacks.
Oh, man. They need to go take a fight. Go look to end this game with all those stacks.
Oh my God, he has enough gold for a for a Scotty now too. He should buy that.
They just let him steal way too many stacks there. Kezu went for the game-winning RP. He missed the Slark, though. That was the one hero he was aiming to hit. He didn't care about anyone else except Slark, and he just couldn't quite land
So
it.
hard with the Dark Pact.
Yeah, he thought maybe it was going to be down and he would land it, but... Oh, Shibi, that is not where you want to be, my friend. He's got a 4-star, and I believe he may have juked the Slark. There we go. But yeah, there we go. They're at the enemy base, and...
Oh, are they going to regret not trying to throw it earlier? They had that, at best, 5v3 situation. Best for NIP, I should say. And they just went for 2 lanes. It could
gotta
come back
keep
to
fighting.
haunt them.
You gotta keep fighting if you're NIP though. Once these stacks run out, the game gets very different. It's 135 extra agility for Skeeter.
For still like another minute or so. Duration is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's probably got about 80 to 90 seconds left on them.
Well, no, he got the talent too though, right?
Yeah, no, that's with,
Oh,
that's with the
talent.
talent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
duh,
he gets
duh.
3 minutes with the talent.
Radiant's bottom shroud.
So that was the buyback. As soon as Charlie used it, they were backing off.
They only got a tier 3 out of it.
Yeah.
DD top.
Immediately take 1 shrine. Looks. I mean, they're playing cautiously themselves. They do a buyback on Slark still. And here we go. Stacks are starting to fade. Down to 28 now, so the possibility of fighting is at least back on the menu now.
Just one of those crazy late game Dota scenarios where anything can happen. Really comes down to the initiation, the vision here for both teams. Still, I mean, still winnable for GODSENT. It is a very demoralizing fight, but not entirely out of it just yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like either team is looking to press their luck too much. It's the 2 buybacks on the Radiant that are the key ones that are down now. The entire Dire side have buybacks up. But, I mean, the same problem GODSENT had pushing high ground. It's similar story for NIP, particularly when you have no stacks on Slark. You can't just really threaten high ground. You're just going to get E-Blade Dagoned and force back. The synth from the Aghanim's Blessing coming soon for Chessie. He's got the money for it now.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Hoping for that easy pick-off here.
There's the Ags. Yeah, no one... If you're GODSENT, that's basically it. Just don't get caught. Don't get picked outside of base. Even what Kezu's doing down bottom feels a little bit risky if he goes for these creep waves.
And this is, again, remember, you need to win this game to have any opportunity of advancing
Well, if you get a draw.
straight through.
If you lose and win next, then there's tiebreak.
Yeah, but you
It's a
want to
straight
win.
through.
You want to
of
win
course.
because you don't want to have to play in those tiebreakers.
Oh, no. Then it's a 3-way tiebreak for 1 slot in the major playoffs.
Yep. These group stages are really unforgiving when you consider that both the minor and major groups are kind of determined off of it.
And
Yeah, not like last season.
3rd place goes to the minor playoffs. 4th place, you're just eliminated entirely.
Yeah.
So one of those 3 teams in that theoretical tie would not even go to either minor or major.
Brutal.
Or the playoffs, that is, yeah. Yep. You got to have a good group stage.
So 5 minutes or so to go here before those buybacks return. And you could just see that one bad
There you
fight. That's
go.
all it takes.
Win probably 61% Dire. Good old Dota Plus. I mean, it does feel like neither team actually has a huge edge
Yeah,
right
I
now.
pretty much agree with this.
Yeah.
It just feels like one bad fight for either team. It'll turn around.
Yeah, what's crazy is even after those Raxes, the win percentage for Radiant was only 75% or so.
Yeah.
Right. If the Slark was like on their team, it'd probably be way higher. You know?
I think, I mean, it might, I don't know if it factors in the buyback status. If these buybacks weren't down, I feel like it's much more 50-50.
Yes.
But definitely for the next 4 minutes while these heroes don't have buyback, Nip have the edge right now.
Roshan is going to be up soon.
The next play.
Do you contest it without your buybacks, or
Nope.
do you just defend high
I mean,
ground?
they haven't literally have not left their base
Yeah.
the last, what, 3 or 4 minutes it feels like, and I don't think that changes until you have buybacks because...
But what does change is that if the Slark picks up an Aghanim Scepter and then they stand near him, they can do sneaky through the map, find GODSENT, and potentially turn this game around.
Yep. AoE Shadow.
It's so cool. You never see it because it's pretty bad, but when you're out of items to buy, we might see it.
But I don't actually think it's that bad. It's just not an item you want to build in a carry. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it basically adds a support element to the skill where you can save your teammates or help them out.
But if you can get it for free, then
Oh yeah,
why not?
that's kind of point of the game we're
Free?
at.
What's free?
Nothing free in this life.
Unfortunately.
Universe with the full upgraded Silver Edge can put that break on the Jug, reduce some of his damage output.
Looks like he's going to go for the butterfly on Skeeter. I like that decision. What did he sell? Diffusal? Yeah.
Yeah, Diffusal.
Nothing really to get rid of anymore. You can't sell boots. Although, actually,
There's an
maybe
S
you
and Y
could
you
have
can
sold the
sell.
boots and kept the S
Oh.
and Y. He sold the S and Y.
Oh, you're talking about the Slark?
Slark.
Oh, he
yeah.
never had SMY. I'm talking about the Jug.
Jug had the
Gotcha.
SMY.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Slark sold Diffusal, and I think Jug can get an MKB or something by selling this SMY.
Yeah. That's why Butterfly is just such a great item, because it forces MKB on your enemy, and no one really wants to buy MKB anymore. Stat-wise, it's pretty garbage. It's 52 damage, 10 attack speed. Compare that to Butterfly, 35 agility, 25 damage, 35% evasion, and 30 attack speed.
Oh, a little number. That sounds good.
Whoa!
I-
Yeah, it's good. I don't know what it means, but it's
You're a
good.
good salesman.
Thank you.
This is where, things will slow down. Level 25 on a lot of these heroes. Coddle gets that extra damage heal from the Illuminate. Shadow Shaman, not level 25 yet. But potential late game, Ags Refresher, Shadow Shaman Ward stuff could happen. We will be seeing a Refresher shot in play with this next Roshan, and, well, Shadow Shaman's really the only Refresher hero.
It is a pretty sick refresher, though, especially if he buys that Ags out. You could actually
Which-
just drop that on the throne.
Yeah. I mean, between that and Edict, buildings will melt. At the same time, obviously, you kind of
That'll
got to
take,
kill
like,
GODSENT first.
30 seconds probably
Oh,
to
yeah.
throw them
Yep.
at most.
Hey, this is a huge Roche if they get it.
As
No contest.
literally still in their base.
Dire are scattered.
Refresher is going to be picked up by Universe in a second as well. I love that choice. Double BKB, double taunt. That's so good.
Oh, the call is so good.
BKB piercing disable. I imagine
Oh,
Shaman
they
will
bought
get-
Ags. He's getting Ags on the Slark. They did it. Watch.
Oh, he bought it. He didn't take the...
No, he
that
bought it. He
was
took it from Roche.
Okay.
Just watch. Watch, watch, watch.
Coddle also with his own Ags. Not going to get the Synth. There's the Slark one with the Ags Blessing.
It's not working.
What do you mean?
It's supposed to. Isn't he supposed to sneak around the map and be in the cloud at all times when he's off vision?
What, you mean with Shadow Dance?
Oh wait,
No,
I'm so
well,
dumb.
I
It's
don't even
only
know
when
what
it's
you're talking about.
active. Never mind. That was when it was first added. It used to have a passive thing.
No, I don't think it is.
Are you sure?
I think it's always been this. It's
Oh.
just AoE Shadow Dance.
But that's actually sick here because if
Yeah.
you theoretically anyone gets RP'd, you get Omni Slashed, you
Yeah.
pop Slark ult, nobody's
Everyone.
getting hit.
Yeah.
That's
it
really
doesn't
cool.
work on the. It's only on heroes, right? So
Yeah.
I guess you could still cleave with the.
If
Omni,
there's
but-
units, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll kill them very quickly.
Yeah. Hiding nearby allied heroes. Allied heroes do not gain bonus movement speed or health regen. So they just hide, they don't get the health regen.
Oh man.
But buybacks...
Almost an hour into this game.
I think buybacks are all back online, so we'll see how gung-ho they are about pushing high ground. I think ideally you just want to try and take these poking little fights where you build up Slark's essence before you go for any kind of a
like
hard
a
commitment.
committed fight.
Yeah, you want to try find a way to get just some casual blink calls into Slark damage where you're not really committing to a fight.
Top tower is under
Just poke at this. It's probably the Jug who's in the front lines because he's not really a kill you can get.
He's
got
going
4K
going
health.
for a Bloodthorn now.
Deal with the evasion. Yeah, instead of MKB.
I like it. It's better than MKB. And it also, with a 5-second BKB on Slark, you should be able to get
It's
off.
different to MKB, Kyle.
It's-
Not always better.
It's most of the time it's better.
You can,
But you are
of course,
correct.
just BKB it off if you're Slark,
I
theoretically.
shouldn't speak
or
in
Dark Pact it off.
absolutes. You've got me.
Only a Sith.
Yep.
And a Kyle.
It's an item with more counters than
You
MKB.
wouldn't be Kyle if you didn't speak in absolutes. though. Here comes the fight,
Whoa.
though. Breaking out quickly. Skyder gets caught out, but is the follow-up going to be there? He's just starting to chew through them. The damage is overwhelming. He says he's going to go down.
No buyback. There's no
Dead
buyback.
for 100?
What?
He bought Refresher.
No
What?
RP. Oh,
Kazoo?
that's just...
60 minutes in.
That's just... Is that just game?
Oh,
Omnislash coming out. He got the silence. It's only
It's
the
better,
Aegis,
you're right,
though.
Kyle.
That's only the Aegis. Hex coming through. They need more, and Jug is now going to start feeding that Agi away.
But killing him once, he at least
Pounce.
loses his
Oh, the
Agi.
timing's not quite there, but still slowing him down, and
Yeah.
all they got to do is zone him away, take these racks. Oh, that's might be the game.
Those the double wards. They haven't got
They
Megas.
shoulda, yeah. If he placed them on the towers tier 4, that might be game. But instead, they have to go be
Well, but
aggressive.
there's still no mag
Gunner?
here for a
Um,
long time. They do lose their Lesh, who has the buyback. Does he commit it, or do they just say, hey, it's 2 for 2, let's get out. We'll have the
Oh
buyback
my.
advantage.
What have I said, guys? What do you got to do to win games of Dota?
What
probably
did you
have
say?
buyback
You
at
play
60
to win
minutes.
the game.
Oh.
Neither one of these teams
They're
seems like they
scared.
want to
There's
be
a
in the
lot on the
playoffs.
line.
I know.
You've been in this position,
You
Carl,
got-
and let me tell you what you did. You did this same thing. I cast
What?
you 3 years ago. You,
Whoa.
You play passive
Hold
Dota
up.
when there's a lot on the line.
I
Boys,
did not do the
boys,
same
boys,
thing. We,
boys.
as a team, may have done the same
Yes.
thing.
Boys.
Every team in Dota who's not called like OG or Secret or VP do this when these games get tense.
All I'm saying is,
Dota is a game of mistakes, guys. It's all
It
about
can be, yeah.
minimizing mistakes. But everyone makes them.
speak for yourself.
Just sometimes they get magnified, you know?
Do you think Les should have built back there?
Yes. You have a 5-on-4 to
They
win the
don't
game.
know the Magnus. I mean, you can
You've
kind of
gotta
yeah,
know.
I think
You've
you do
gotta
know. Yeah.
know.
You see the refresher, you see him not buying back, giving up 4 racks. Yeah, you do kind of know. But they're gonna maintain the status quo, 4 racks apiece.
Wow.
Now it's at 82%.
Climbing, but not 100 yet. Still a shot.
62 minutes in.
And here comes the smoke from GODSENT. I imagine hoping to get some wards down.
Yeah, get vision. I mean, they're also thinking maybe they find some kills, but
Ain't nobody farming in the jungle at this stage of the game
it's
by
also
themselves.
like the kills you get. It's going to be a hero that has buyback.
But maybe they can make it all the way to the top lane. Just catch a straggler slightly out of
They're
position.
playing to win.
No, RP, but they managed to immediately get out of it.
Second
No,
RP.
double
They only
RP!
shadow dance.
Where's the damage though? They need to
They're
start.
shadow dance.
They need to start locking into this. They can't hit anything for the time being. The firepower's just not there, and they all get shredded. They lose their
Dude.
mag, no buyback. They lose their jug and the tusk. Sure, they have it, but does it even matter?
Universe is so sick. He just refreshed, taunted both Mag and Jug. A full nearly 8 seconds of lockdown. Oh my god. And dude, that Ags...
The
shout out
Ags
to
is
him.
He saved his
Axe
buddy.
Slark.
Yeah. The RP, second RP came out, caught the Slark, but it was in Shadow Dance. That
Unbelievable.
4.5 second duration. These heroes definitely will need to buy back to defend here.
But what are they going to have? There's not going to be an Omni Slash for this fight.
Not a whole lot. And Slark
They
has
must be thinking there's
decent
more
agi.
buybacks. But Mag already double RP'd, so he's not really
Yeah.
that substantial, even if he does.
I mean, you're still, I guess, assuming he doesn't have buyback based on last fight too. Biver could buy Refresher. I think he's just, seeing what Kezu did and like, I don't want to be that guy that dies without buyback, so he's not going to do that right now. And they're going to play it slow and safe. Yeah, they're not going for it, Kyle.
surprised
they're
they
not playing to win.
They're not
Pressure
playing
more.
to win. What did I say like 5 minutes ago?
I don't know. I don't listen very often to you, Kyle.
We're not here historians.
Well, I just wonder because every once in a
Tell
while
me what I
I
said
get
at
a
this
lot
time.
of there's a lot of chat just like Kyle's an idiot just spam
Oh.
like 15, 20 times. I'm like, what did I say that was out of the ordinary?
Got him going. Yeah.
You're assuming
I
that
don't
it's like a rational response
Yeah,
as
usually-
opposed to just people who don't like you.
Why is that funny? Huh?
Because it's Twitch chat.
You like
Why
me
are you
though,
reading
right?
chat
As long
during
as
the
you guys
cast?
like me, it's fine.
I enjoy your presence, Kyle.
What is like anyway, Kyle?
I don't know.
We're back to philosophy. Oh, no.
God,
While we wait.
define that for me, LD.
All right. What does what does Chessie do with 10k gold?
You buy a moon shard?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
That's about it.
Are you really like auto-attacking at all in these fights?
You can have like a refresher in your backpack, but you're not refreshing a whole lot. I guess you can backpack your Aeon Disc when it's on cooldown. Here we go. In IP, they're going to have to play into RPs again, but they're not afraid of it. Skitter's played around it perfectly this game so far. And it feels like they're waiting for GODSENT to make more mistakes, because that has been, for the most part, the case in a lot of this game.
I mean, everything's up. Jug does not have buyback. Aegis is coming soon. Surely after they get this Roche, they're going to go for it.
They got Refresher,
Yeah.
Surf and Woods now too.
All right, so hear me out, though. This is the part of the game where Roshan actually might become a disadvantage. It's easy to play with 6 items, but it's very difficult once you get up to 8 and 9. And all of a sudden, you're worried about swapping in something
And you
for
lose
the
your
Aegis,
focus,
and my
yeah.
BKB's in my backpack, and what about the cheese? And oh, I have a refresher. And all of a sudden, you pull a Keizu. where you end up dying without using any of them.
Oh, no, we're naming the play now.
Well, it's only because he did it earlier in this game.
He's had a good tournament. He played
I'm not on
really
board
good
with this,
yesterday, but-
Kazu. I just want to say, if you're listening in the future, I don't agree with Kyle. I don't think it's name-worthy.
What is this? Tome of Experience. Who even... I think everyone's 25. Oh, no. Well, supports, jeez. They're not 25. Poor Tuscan Lich. These are supports that don't scale into the late game.
No, I haven't really felt their presence at all since probably like the 40-ish minute mark or so.
Is Peter taking the Aegis? Maybe that's how you play around your core, not wanting to have 7 or 8 items. Just give it to your 5 position.
I mean, Lesh still has a bottle.
He wants that arcane room for the next fight.
Yeah.
He's going to pull in his Heart of Trask, I guess.
Is he going to take that?
Leshags, I
Peter, Aegis?
Who's getting the Axe? Lesh, right? No?
What do you?
I don't think
what
they...
do
Oh,
you take?
Universe. That's the Battle Hunger, right?
Oh, the AoE.
Battle Hunger.
And the
Reduces
damage output. That's big.
Yeah.
What do you think Grant would have to say about this game?
It's a real slobber knocker.
Oh.
But what would Grant say
yeah, I don't
about
know.
this
What would
game?
Grant say about this game?
What's up, you European pussies?
I think that's pretty accurate, actually. As both of these teams continue to posture around the outskirts of the enemy base. 36k gold lead for
Did I mention
NIP.
Lich? I love Lich.
You know who else loves Lich? GODSENT.
I love Lamp. Gunner, he loves that Arcane Rune Heart combination. He's very tanky. Will they make a move is the question. Will they enter the enemy high ground? Will they attempt to kill that third Rax?
Find out in 30 minutes.
Whoa.
They're in this game in ahead because they've waited for GODSENT to come to them. That's the thing, though.
Yes.
Like I can kind of understand where NIP's at.
Kyle just has a fantasy football afternoon to get to, okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're playing for DPC major slots here or anything.
go.
Here come the double wards. Now they pounce. Starting
Are they
the
gonna
party.
commit?
Skiter there with the follow-up. Out goes Charlie, just running right by. And
They have just dropped
Whoa,
3
whoa,
sets of
whoa,
wards.
the,
whoa,
counter, the counter snowball with the
He's under
Lotus
the
Orb.
wards.
Now the RP comes through, but RP number 2 needs to be better than that. They're
Universe.
locking Universe down. Can they kill him off? They do. Refresher Orbs getting popped
They
all
gotta
over
deal
the
with these
place.
wards.
But the wards
my
are
God.
ending the game. They're just
Oh
all
my
in
God.
on this throne. Somebody defend your home. It's in a lot of trouble, and it looks like the
Wow.
wards are the MVP in the end. NIP will take it.
That's playing to win,
40,000
baby.
gold.
That's what I'm talking about. You just dropped everything, the whole load.
And then some.
You finished the game. Stop laughing, Lacoste. I tip my hat.
Wow.
That's how it's done.
That's what that was their timing all along. They weren't playing safe. They were just waiting for the triple Serpent Wards. That's when they're at their strongest, Kyle. If they'd gone any sooner, they wouldn't have won.
As a wise man once said.
Never give up.
And they did not.
What a game! What a game! Do we even take a break? Because we got another one underway. We were waiting to get into EG, and
So we are getting booted. You've got your